Hi folks, Kevin Simpson, Shaheen Chevrolet. When a customer comes through the door of a dealership, the choices today seem almost endless. Car versus truck, car versus SUV, SUV versus crossover, color, trim, leather, cloth. The choices never seem to end. One of the big choices every customer has to come to is how they're going to pay for the vehicle. Whether you're paying cash for the vehicle, whether you're financing the vehicle, or whether you're going to lease the car. Leasing is becoming a very, very popular option, even more so than ever. Some of the reasons behind that, with the rising cost of vehicles today, leasing does help to keep the payments down a little bit. On the downside of that, at the end of a lease, you do not own it. On the other hand, purchasing a vehicle, the payments are higher, but at the end of the contract, you do own the vehicle. There's lots of things to go through considering a lease. Today, through this video, I'm going to go through some of the differences, leasing versus buying with you. The best way for you to make that decision for yourself, sit down with your sales professional, pick out the vehicle that's right for you and your family, and then go through the options with them. You may find that leasing's right for you. You may find that leasing's not right for you. Making sure that you make the best decision for yourself is the best choice you can make. For a long time, the largest portion of leased vehicles were luxury vehicles. However, as times have changed, that has also changed. More and more small and compact cars and the rapidly expanding SUV and crossover market have entered the leasing field. Attractive finance rates have also made pretty darn good lease deals. Everybody truly benefits by a manufacturer leasing a big portion of their cars. Leases help keep used car supply steady, which in turn boosts the resale value. A higher resale value means a vehicle is slower to depreciate, which translates into cheaper lease payments. That also benefits consumers who choose traditional financing. Their vehicle that they just purchased also depreciates at a slower rate. Now let's get into some specific differences between buying and leasing. Ownership. You own the vehicle and you get to keep it as long as you want. When you lease the vehicle, you don't own the vehicle. You get to use the vehicle, but at the end of the lease, you must return it unless you decide to buy. Next, we'll talk about upfront cost. On a purchase, they include the cash price, taxes, registration, and other fees. Many lenders do ask for up to 20% down, however, will waive this for qualified buyers. On a lease, they may include first month's payment, refundable security deposit, taxes, registration, and other state fees. The lender may ask for cash down, however, will waive this for qualified buyers. Now let's talk monthly payment. Loan payments are almost always higher than lease payments because you're paying for the entire price of the vehicle, plus any interest and finance charges, taxes, and state fees. On a lease, however, lease payments are almost always lower because you're only paying for what you depreciate the vehicle during the lease, plus any interest charges, taxes, and fees that are associated. Now let's talk about early termination. When you buy the vehicle under finance, you can sell or trade the vehicle at any time. The bank contract must be paid. If there is any balance that's owed on the vehicle greater than its value, you are obligated to pay that. If you're in a lease contract, the charges to end your lease early can be substantial. However, dealers do have the choice of treating your leased vehicle as a trade-in. Vehicle return. When you purchase your vehicle under a finance contract, when you're ready for your next car, you'll have to deal with either trying to sell the vehicle on your own or trading it in at the dealership. When you're in a lease, it's quite simple. Come in, turn your vehicle keys back in, and select the next vehicle that you want to take on the lease. Future value. Vehicles depreciate. When you purchase a vehicle, when your bank contract is paid off, anything that you sell your vehicle for is still your money. However, the value of the vehicle has gone down. When you lease a vehicle, you don't have to worry about what the vehicle is worth versus how much you can resell the vehicle for. Okay, let's talk about mileage. When you purchase a vehicle, you are free to drive as many miles as you want to. However, the higher mileage your vehicle has, the lower the trade value is going to be. When you do lease a vehicle, you do negotiate for the correct mileage that's going to fit your lifestyle. Most leases are 10 to 15,000. If you're a 17 or 19,000 a mile a year driver, write your lease accordingly. All right, wear and tear on a vehicle. You don't have to worry about the wear, tear, damage, bings, bangs, bumps, and scrapes when you own a vehicle. However, in a lease, you are responsible for keeping the vehicle in what should be considered normal wear and tear. Anything that the leasing company deems to be excessive, you will be responsible for. This next grid is going to show the difference between purchase and a lease option financially on a contract. Some of the things that are not taken into consideration are the long-term maintenance items that you have when you own a vehicle for an extended period of time, the 4 to 5, 6 year range, such as tires, brakes, windshield wiper blades. You are required to do your oil changes just like you do with any other vehicle in a lease. Some of the other things to consider: when you purchase a vehicle, you still have the 3-year 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. If you lease a vehicle and you're doing a 36-month lease, you will be under warranty the full 6 years, so you don't have to worry about anything additional breaking and being responsible on the vehicle. Thank you for spending time with me as I took you through some of the information, pros and cons leasing versus buying. I hope you were able to get a little bit of information from this video. Always, the most important thing to do is to get to the dealership, choose the right vehicle that fits you, and your sales professional will walk you through all of your financing and leasing options. One thing to remember is the Shaheen Chevrolet team is dedicated to providing the ultimate automotive experience. Thank you.